This one's gonna get me canceled. There is nothing that legally remarkable about what happened to Taylor Swift and her master recordings.
The Grammy winner buying back each of her first 6 albums, including the music videos.
But I want to talk about what's really going on here, and that is a masterclass in publicity. I'm an entertainment attorney, and on this channel, I talk about the legal issues that artists, athletes, and creators face in the entertainment world. If you want to hear more, follow along. So Taylor Swift recently repurchased all of her masters, so she owns the master recordings of all her songs. Great, this is awesome. Any artist who doesn't own their masters probably wants to do this someday. She has the money and power to do it. That's great. But let's talk about this narrative she created, that she was somehow wronged by the record industry. There is nothing strange at all about a record company owning someone's master recordings. In fact, that is standard practice. The reason for this is that when record labels start out recording an artist, they're investing a lot of time and money. Go back a few years, and the only people who had the money to afford a full recording studio to record an album were record labels. They had to shell out all the money up front in order for artists to record their songs. Because the record label's shelling out all the money, they require their artists to assign the copyrights in the sound recordings to the record label. What Taylor Swift did was actually really smart. She took this industry norm, and rather than accepting it, she was able to frame a narrative in her favor, as though she was somehow wronged by the record label. Personal relationships aside, there was nothing abnormal about her record label owning her masters, and then selling her masters to someone else. That happens all the time. What Taylor's PR team was able to do is take this industry norm and frame it in a way that created outrage. She took that momentum, sold new albums, made new fans, and shook up the music industry. That's what's really impressive about what Taylor did. There's actually nothing that strange about the fact that her masters were owned by another person. In fact, she's far from the first person to get her master recordings back. Motley Crue did it way before her, and no one actually knows the details of how they did it. The big takeaway here is that it's actually not strange at all for a record label to own master recordings and to sell them to someone else. The impressive thing about what Taylor did was framing this narrative in a way that was really beneficial to her. Let me know in the comments if you could think of any other examples of artists getting their master recordings back. And if you're interested to hear more about this kind of law, like, subscribe, and follow along. See you in the next one.